everybody. I'm here to help you with some tips and tricks. Sometimes when a pet emergency occurs, we don't have a pet first aid kit handy and the veterinarian is far away. So I'm going to share what I call how to be a Muttgyver. I'm going to show you some everyday items that you have within your reach that you can use to stabilize and immobilize an injured pet. So with the help of Miss Pet Safety Dog Kona, let's give you a few tips and tricks. First of all, we have a lot of these poop bags. If you're out on a walk and you notice that your dog is panting heavily and that they're leaving wet spots on the sidewalk, that's a sign of heat exhaustion. You can check the gums and they'll be bright red to help cool down a dog so you can get them safely inside and avoid heat stroke. You can pour some cool water from your water bowl and make this into a water bowl for your dog. At the same time, pour a little water in and dip each paw into the makeshift water bowl to help cool down the body core temperature. Poop bags also come in handy as a quick makeshift muzzle. When a dog is injured and you need to render aid, you don't want to be getting bit. So this is a quick trick you can use, or you can use your leash and you quickly, and notice when I'm doing this, I'm never facing the dog. I'm always behind it for more stability. And you put the first one on the muzzle, you go underneath, and you lace it under the chin. Then you go behind the ears, and when you do a tie, it's always in a bow, never a knot, because that's easier to be able to release at the veterinary office. Another tip and trick using the Muttgyver method is if you're out on a walk or a hike and your dog cuts their paw pad or pulls a nail and they're bleeding, you can take off your sock and make this as a quick little band-aid for them. And you can use your shoelace or that wonderful poop bag again and tether it. Now keep in mind, when you do have a leg injury, every time that paw goes down, the blood's going to rush. So if you can, try to keep the paw above the heart. If you have a dog with a broken leg, you can use paint stirrers, emery boards. You can use a Sharpie pin to act as a splint, and you can then put it together using shoelaces. One of my favorite ones is if you have a large dog and you need to transport them. If they're injured in the house or on a hike, you can go and get an IKEA bag. It's a plastic coated bag. It costs like $1. Cut the front and back ends out, and now you have a makeshift gurney. The reason I really like this rather than a towel is that it doesn't cause friction when you glide against any flooring, including carpeting. And finally, if you have a brachiocephalic breed, those are the dogs like the pugs and the bulldogs and Boston Terriers, you can hurry up, take a towel and put it around their head like this and create a makeshift muzzle so that the lower jaw does not open up and you can get injured. We have a lot of tips and tricks. We call it how to be a Muttgyver. And we thank Miss Kona says, we want to keep your dog safe and your cats too. That's it.